Good day. Nice to see you again. I would like to talk with you today about world politics, education, and about the BBC. As many of my readers and viewers may know, I am a great fan of open debate. In democratically governed countries, every citizen, or in our case subject, we hold the right to speak openly about most things, even though these days we are constantly viewing and hearing of obstacles placed in the path of free speech. I would point to the Metropolitan Police arresting a preacher for the high and mighty crime of reading passages from the Bible, because a passerby stated he was offended by the preacher's opinion that Islam was an aberration. The preacher's dead right. The preacher subsequently won £2,500 from the Met for wrongful arrest. But the superintendent who was in charge of the case said the Met respects and upholds the rights of all individuals to practice freedom of speech, and this includes the street preachers of all religions and backgrounds. However, if the language someone uses is perceived as being a potential hate crime, a hate crime, good God, it is only right that we investigate. He said that is the role of the police, even if a decision is subsequently made that their actions are not criminal. In this case, it was deemed appropriate to remove the man from the area. In my view, the preacher should have sued the Met again and hammered the bastards into the ground for stating that they would do the same again. But today I do not talk about our totally useless police forces who would rather harass innocent people and monitor Twitter feeds for non-crime hate incidents and other bullshit like that than fight crime, real crime, such as the grooming gangs of Rotherham, Telford and London. Nope. I speak today about the BBC and their very selective broadcasts about what they consider to be newsworthy. Okay, they did cover the Ukraine war in its varying effects on the world. They did cover the sad death of a 9-year-old girl in Liverpool. They did cover Rishi Sunak and his bid to be Prime Minister, the soaring price of energy and the predicted enormous rise in inflation. All newsworthy stuff. But absolute silence on the series An Avalanche of Good News for America. In the state of Florida, the triumph of the right over the left in county school boards, which, mainly due to apathy from parents, had fallen into the hands of left-wing activists. Possibly because this is a stunning victory for the right wing of American politics, for both parents and school kids who will no longer have to put up with lefty ideology pumped into the ears of the kids, the winning teams, and the news of their way of victory is unwelcome and therefore unseen or unheard on the BBC, airways of either TV or radio. Many of the winning candidates were endorsed by a PAC, a Public Action Committee, an organisation which has been instrumental in flipping school boards from liberal to conservative across the country. The project coordinator, founder, Ryan Gidersky said, "We saw massive election victories all throughout the state of Florida tonight." We went on, "It shows the desire of parents and residents across the country for some normalcy in our education system, and that means pushing against transgender ideology, critical race theory, critical gender ideology, and equity which destroys merit in education. The Clare County School Board now has a 3-2 Conservative majority. Erin Skipper, Michelle Hansen and Ashley Gilhousen won their seats after school father Wendell Perez was heard telling the Florida Surgeon General that Clare County Public Schools had secretly started transitioning his 12-year-old daughter without his knowledge. They affirmed a male name and pronouns for that young woman, which contributed to her attempted suicide in a school bathroom. With a surge of concerned parents due to the revelations about critical theory, gender ideology, and equity proliferating in K-12 schools, school boards across the county are flipping to Conservative control. School board races used to be defined by their low voter turnout and uncontested races. Since 2021, education has become a winning issue for Conservatives and parents looking to keep their children safe from leftist indoctrination and unsolicited medical treatment. Now, I understand that this swing to the right happened in Florida, but this swing is unprecedented in America, and with the Conservative-backed 1776 Project PAC, which gives monetary and political support to right-wing candidates, they are aiming for more victories in blue state America. You might ask, why is this so important, even to British listeners, to a political view and news programme? I would answer by quoting Vladimir Lenin, who announced, "Give me the child at 5 years old, and he is mine forever." The left knows how important their control of the schools of America is, because the Attorney General of America sent the FBI in to target parents and groups who were simply asking for the right to question school boards about critical race theory, gender ideology, and the FBI were told that those parents may well be domestic terrorists. That's how important the school board elections are in America. The former head of Loudoun County School could tell you how important control of the school board is, because a boy who had transitioned to be a girl and wore a dress to school, he raped and sodomized a girl in the school bathroom toilet area, but was then allowed to attend a different school without being charged, because the school board helped cover it up. When the story broke, the school head was summarily fired. But you will not hear or view stories like that on the BBC, because that kind of story, a story of left-wing ideology contributing to a 12-year-old girl's attempted suicide, would indeed be unwelcome on our sepulchre status BBC. I thank you for your visit, and I hope to see you again.